Okay, this is not a drill. I'm obsessed with TikTok.
On tonight's program, ladies and gentlemen, we have something that's gonna make you sick.
Hello there, my name is Jack Edwards and welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Jacuary, where I am uploading every single weekday throughout the month of January, or trying to. And so for today's video, I thought I would talk about my new addiction, and that, my friends, is TikTok. It started as something I was using ironically, like I downloaded it expecting to hate it, and then 2 hours later I was still scrolling, and a month later I think it's time that I accepted my obsession. This feels kind of like Alcoholics Anonymous, like, hi, I'm Jack, I'm obsessed with TikTok. There's something about it where it's just so dumb that I love it. And so around mid-December, I started my own account. There's something about it that's just a bit too infectious. Like, every time I see someone do this, I just want to do it too. So anyway, the story that I kind of wanted to tell is how I started an account on, say, the Friday, and by Saturday night, I had 2 million views. That is a lot of people. That is an unfathomable amount of people. I physically cannot imagine 2 million people. That is enough TikTok viewers to be considered like a small country. We could get caught up in World War III. Like, I don't want any part of this. So basically what I'm saying is my little brain was fried. But how freaking cool is it that anyone on TikTok can just blow up like that in a way where it happens like overnight? So yeah, basically I thought maybe it would be interesting to share how I actually managed to get like 2 million views on my, I think, 3rd TikTok. So the thing for me is that I love Vine, but I will confess I was never actually on Vine when it was actually a thing. Like, I only really watched it after it had already died. Someone said to me how Vine was kind of like a famous painter where you only appreciate their work after they're dead. And I think that's beautiful. I think about those stupid little 6-second videos every single day. When I made a TikTok, I wanted to bring that chaotic energy of Vine to my TikTok. And so my first 2 TikToks kind of just followed like viral trends. One was like an introduction and one was one of those like transformation videos. I'll put it on the screen here, but basically that's what I tried to do with my like original kind of things that I uploaded. And then for the big TikTok number 3, I was like, look, we gotta go hard or go home. I decided that I would take the joke, and that's the tea, or what's the tea, to a new level. I had seen something similar to this online before, so I'm not claiming this as like a completely original idea, where they basically filled up a bath with tea. Now, me, being more extra than the chewing gum, was like, they missed such an opportunity to make a cracking joke there about what's the tea? And so for some reason, I took it upon myself to do that joke justice. So I went to my local Tesco, I bought 4 pints of milk and a box of 80 PG Tips tea bags. I filmed turning the tap on for the TikTok literally so many times because I was like, I'm not doing it right. I've never overthought whether the way I turn on a tap looks uncool or not before, but when I did this TikTok, I did. Anyway, eventually I managed to turn the tap on in a way that was respectable for the internet, apparently. And then my university housemates and I, who by the way were complicit, we then added the tea bags and the milk, obviously filmed it.
Oh my god.
This is what we do for TikTok.
That bit over there needs to be mixed a bit. It's really like worked.
Wow, PG Tips are good tea bags, huh?
Do you want a cup of tea?
Yeah, anyone thirsty?
What a waste.
No.
If our bath gets clogged, you're
Oh shit, I didn't
doing
think
it.
that. Is it all the tea?
It's all like ripped, look at it. Jack, actually that might have been really stupid of you.
Actually, the first time we did it, we had this big build-up where I like went to pour the tea in and just like 1 tea bag fell out. So that was a kind of deleted scene. And so then basically we had the most enormous brew of tea, and I was like, look, I'm gonna get in it. So I then got in the bath of tea with a mug and a digestive biscuit, and then this is the finished product. And that's the tea. Then my housemates, who I kind of just roped into it, ended up getting into the bath with me, which was quite fun. We actually sat in there for ages, just like playing with the tea. I honestly don't know what we were doing. Then we started to think that actually it might not be a good idea to bathe in loads of milk. And so all of a sudden we kind of were all back out of the bath, and then I had the job of tidying it up. Why the hell did we do this? I actually swear to God, if this doesn't get me clout on the internet, I'll be fuming! The issue is that some of the tea bags split, so now I sort of need to, oh, I forgot that thing. Uh-oh. This is genuinely one of the stupidest things that I've ever done. I'm just covered in tea, it's everywhere. How did this happen? Actually, I know how this happened. Oh, hell. This was a terrible idea. Once it was finally sorted, you go to editing it and you're like, please tell me that was worth it. I uploaded it to TikTok almost immediately. At first, the comments were like, what the hell is this guy doing? And then all of a sudden it just started to like blow up in a way that the other TikToks I'd done just hadn't. And I think the way that TikTok works is that individual posts are like sent to a set number of people, and then depending on how they react to it, that decides how many people's For You page that is sent to. And so obviously the reason this blew up is because it was like weird, it was controversial, it was chaotic, it was bizarre. And so I guess that means that people watch it all the way through, people watch it again, people send it to people, people comment on it being like, bro, what the hell? So yeah, I went to bed that night not really thinking anything of it, just being like, that was kind of fun. I woke up the next morning and that video had 250,000 views, which to me just blew my mind. By the end of that day, that video had 1.5 million. Can we just for a sec, what? However, it wasn't the only thing I'd uploaded that day. So basically, that day was also the UK general election day. And at my uni, we basically had a silent disco on the same night. So we had the election results and a silent disco all happening at the same time in the same room. It was quite fun. And also something that would only ever happen at university. So my housemates and I were getting ready to go to this event, and we were seeing the first results from the general election start to come in. And that is when the exit polls started to suggest that the Conservatives were going to win the election. Now, I'd noticed that if there is one thing TikTok does well, amongst many, to be fair, one of my favorite things on TikTok is when people lip sync to songs and like make it into a joke. And also politics actually became quite a big thing on TikTok around the general election. So I was like, right, we're gonna make something out of this. So basically my housemates came into the room and they were like, we've got to go to the silent disco event thing. So I'm like, okay, right, I'm ready, putting on my jumper, and I'm like, but wait, the perfect TikTok has just come to me. Even saying these things out loud, I'm cringing, I hate myself. But equally, I bloody love it. So basically, I don't think I'll be able to put the audio in without distorting it, so I'll do that. But it was the song, like, You'll Never See Me Again, alongside a clip of the election, and I was basically making a joke about the NHS and the Tories and that kind of thing. This is what the TikTok looked like. So I uploaded it, again, not thinking anything of it. Again, the following morning when I woke up, 500,000 views. So once again, I'm like, pardon? And I guess the reason that one blew up is because it kind of sparked a conversation. Like, there are so many comments on that video. People having arguments, people tagging their friends to like back them up in these arguments. And I was like, guys, you're just helping my TikTok blow up. Like, I'm chuffed with this. To be fair, at least one good thing came out of the election for me. So that is kind of a story time of how I blew up on TikTok, like overnight. None of my TikToks have done well since then, which is really annoying. This is basically just one massive plug for my TikTok account, so you might as well go follow it. More plugs than my bath has, except this one isn't clogged forever. In the meantime, I'm going to continue endlessly scrolling, endlessly lip syncing, endlessly loving that app. For now, I've been Jack Edwards. I hope you have a lovely day, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye!
One of you will betray me tonight. Is it me, Jesus? No. Is it me, Jesus? It's not you either. Is it me, Jesus? Is it me, Jesus?
Wow. 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 Wow.
Ooh la la!
Women like me. You judged me before you knew me, so
I had a reason. I had a reason.
What was the reason?
I had a reason.
What was the reason?
I had a reason.
What was the reason?
I just explained the reason.
What was the reason, bitch?
I don't need to explain myself to you. And
What was the reason?
In case I don't see ya, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.